I'm very excited and very humbled by our next guest speaker, amazing woman, powerful and what's the word? With valor, ne? Women of valor. So thank you so much, and I introduce to you Anri. Thank you for the opportunity and for your time to talk to me. I appreciate it. You are a very busy woman. Please give me a positive something to start the video off. What is something positive that happened for you in 2021? With all the negativity, yeah, what can you...
Oh my goodness, there's so many things that happened, Zita. Thank you firstly for having me. I still don't know actually what we're going to talk about, but that's okay. So what positively happened to me was that I had to start thinking out of the box. As an entrepreneur, you know, you are always forced to do that. But I think 2020 forced us even more to start thinking out of the boxes. So we all have outside boxes. We had to start thinking outside of that, and it pushed you. I'm quite a procrastinator, and I had to really, you know, force myself not to procrastinate anymore and to start and jump in and, you know, develop. So there's a few exciting things that happened.
Okay, that's cool. Now I'm very curious. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think it's good to, like you say, to start doing something. You can't just lay low, procrastinate and not do something. You gotta get stuff done, eh?
Yeah.
Anri, how did the social platforms, how did you adapt with that? I do see you are doing a live stream every week. It's very, very cool and uplifting. Thank you for that and for Yola.
Awesome.
How else did you implement the social platforms for advertising or marketing?
Zita, I think it's important in this time of my life, especially and in my business, to realize that I have strengths and that I have weaknesses. And one of my biggest weaknesses is social media. I struggle to get on and to, you know, create content and to do that. So what I've done this past year is I've collaborated and I've got people in my life that, you know, could help me with that. So, you know, we have different platforms. Yolandi and I have Live with Anri and Yolandi, which is just two friends that, you know, just chat every week and go on. My husband and me, Jimmy, you know, we started Powerful Life, which we are not as active on because I need to run it. And I had to get someone in my own business, Ace Models, to also run my social media for me, because if I don't do it, the platform is standing still. And this is the future of all businesses. It's the easiest way to get yourself out there, and if you don't know how to utilize that, you are taking steps backwards. You're not even standing still, you're sliding back. So I think that's one of the things that I've learned. I got people in my life that could help me with that.
Has it been a positive for you to adapt to with the platforms, or is it a bit challenging, and or why?
Definitely positive, definitely challenging as well, because I had to really get myself out there. You know, people are pushing me. Yolandi especially is pushing me. Like, you're doing in November, I'm doing nothing, and I'm already like freaking out. But yeah, I love it. It's actually, the more you do it, the more you realize this is the way that you can really get feet and attention and attraction to something that you can offer back to the community, because that's what it is. It's about demand and, you know, feeding that demand at the end of the day. So I love it.
And you're also a very powerful woman. You've got a lot of influence as well, so I think that's already a good platform for the people you're working with, educating them on that, or just, I don't know, just making a space for them as well, eh?
Yeah, I think, I don't know about influencer, Zita, but I know the people that I'm working with, especially my classes, it's the younger generation. Yes. They're actually teaching me at this stage, but because I'm more like a one-on-one person. I love to sit and talk to people, but I've realized you can't reach people that way. We have really connected with people all over the world this past 8 months in a new business that we start now, and we wouldn't have been able to do that if I just need to do one-on-one coffees with every person. That's still one of my first love languages, is to connect with people one-on-one. But I've realized we've got this opportunity. You can actually meet online and still have that relationship. So, yeah, and the young people is teaching me a lot.
Okay. What can people look forward to, especially the I'm not going to call it younger generation. Yeah. I'm also sounding old now.
You're part of the younger generation.
Yes. What can they look forward to, or what opportunities can they expect, not just in the modeling agencies or platform, but what can they look forward to? And I know that's a very broad question, but
yes, I think the whole industry has changed. So what normally happened, especially in the modeling industry, because that's my field, you had to be in Johannesburg or Cape Town or bigger cities overseas to really make it in the modeling industry. But what people has done now, they do online castings. So a person can sit in Bloemfontein and do a video casting of themselves, send the video casting, and you can get casted. You have the same opportunity as someone that's sitting in Johannesburg or Cape Town. So for the smaller areas that the gems are actually lying in, those people have amazing opportunity. That is so exciting. That is really, that's also one of the platforms that we want to start looking into next year, developing, our international footprint, in giving people in smaller places a chance to really get out there. And I think with online businesses and being an owner of your own business, you can do so much more. It's exciting.
That's very exciting, actually. And I think it's cool that everyone gets an opportunity, not just if you're in the big places or the bigger towns and cities, even in Bloem or a smaller place or whatever. You and, like you mentioned just now, you and Jimmy also went into the Powell for Life. That's very, very cool. Can you give me a little, touch the surface on that? What's that about and how's that going?
Okay, so I think every person out there have a story to tell. I think every person have been through something in their lives that created them and made them who they are. So Jimmy and I walked through a road in our marriage, and we're together now for 24 years, and we have a story to tell to everyone out there. And again, the platform is giving us a chance to reach out to so much more people than just talking at events. And so we are rolling out it very slowly because it's a difficult situation and a difficult topic to talk about. To lay out your life in front of the whole world out there is not easy, and people judge, and you need to think about your children, because my kids are on social media now, and we need to really work it out very strategically. But we are getting to a point where both of us feel that the time is now to tell our story, and to maybe, if we can influence one other couple out there, then we've reached our 100% of capacity that we need to reach. I believe that if my story can change one person's life out there. So that's an exciting journey. We're really slowly, rolling it out, telling everyone where we came from, what's our backgrounds, because I think it's important to understand. We look at people and you see this person and you go, okay, you are how you are, but there's a reason why you are like you are, and there's a reason how you became the person that you are, and we want to get that out.
I think that's very brave, and we look forward to hear your journey as well, and I think people will definitely learn from it. So thank you for being brave.
Yeah, and thank you for being part of that. I mean, you are our person behind the camera that do that. You see us cry and laugh and all the emotions behind that. Yeah, so it's exciting to share the journey.
Anri, and then I just want to ask you, what life tip can you give anyone anyone out there? Anything that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I think, guys, just be yourself. In my journey that I walk with people every day, that I work with people, and just really realize that there's so much hurt out there, and people are really struggling to look at the person next to them and think that they are worthy enough. And if you could find your purpose, whichever way it is and wherever that is, if you can find your purpose and start believing that you are enough, you can conquer the world. You don't need to look at someone else's life to try and keep up with the the Joneses, like they always say. You can be who you are, and you can make a success out of that. You just have to start believing in yourself, and then anything is possible. Then you can jump on a live and you can do videos with people, and you can, go out there and make a difference. And as I said, even in one person's life, then you've reached your goals. So, yeah, just be you.
There you have it from the amazing Anri Powell. Thanks, Anri. Ons waardeer dit. Keep on kicking ass and changing people's lives, né?
Yeah, thanks, Ita. Yeah, high five. Okay.
Waaroor praat ek? Wag net.
Wag, hierdie stoel was. Dit gaan nie werk nie. Wag, kom ek kry net 'n ander stoel. Hy gaan werk. Ons kyk. Ja.
Okay, cool.
Ek het nog steeds nie meer gesien wat ons doen nie.
Jy nou sê.
My stoel raas nog steeds Emma hond blaf.
Dis okay.
Martie, jy moet stil staan hierbo.
Ja.